Michael, please, I didn't know where else to go.
The day Grace came back to my gate, I almost did not recognize her. The woman standing in front of me looked nothing like the woman I once planned to marry. She looked tired, thinner, and she carried a small bag in her hand like someone who had lost everything. I stood there staring at her, and one question kept running through my mind. Michael, will you open this door for the woman who once closed her heart to you? Let me start from the beginning. My name is Michael Adeyemi. I grew up in Ibadan, in a small compound with rusty zinc roofs and one water tap shared by 4 families. My father was a bricklayer. My mother sold pepper and tomatoes at Bodija Market. We were not wealthy, but we had love, dignity, and enough to survive. I met Grace Chukwu at the University of Ibadan. She was from Onitsha, Anambra State, studying business administration while I studied civil engineering. She had a smile that could brighten the most stressful day. I did not have money to impress her, but I had my time, my loyalty, and my heart. I walked her to lectures. I bought her roasted corn and pear from the woman near the school gate. When her father fell sick and she needed money to travel home, I sold my only good pair of shoes to help her. That was the kind of love we had. We dated for 4 years. After graduation, I got a small job with a construction company in Lagos, while Grace worked at a shop in Yaba. Life was not easy, but we were building something. I used to tell her, Grace, one day I will build a house for you with my own hands, brick by brick, just like my father taught me. She would smile and reply, Michael, just don't forget me when you become successful. I never forgot her. But somewhere along the way, she started forgetting us. Everything changed when a customer named Richard Osaze walked into the shop where she worked. Richard was a businessman from Benin City. He was older than Grace, and his wealth was obvious. His expensive car, designer clothes, and confidence made people notice him. At first, Grace only talked about him casually. Then he started visiting the shop more often. Then he started sending his driver to come pick her up after work. Slowly, I noticed that the woman who once dreamed with me was beginning to dream a different dream. One evening, Grace called me. Michael, I think we should stop seeing each other, she said. I was silent for a moment. Why, Grace? I asked. She took a deep breath. I need a different life. I already knew the answer, but I still asked. Is this because of money? There was a long silence. Then she whispered, yes. That was the moment my heart broke. I did not insult her. I did not beg her to stay. I simply ended the call and carried my pain quietly. When I told my mother what happened, she held my hand and said something I never forgot. My son, anyone who chooses money over love may one day discover that money cannot buy everything. At the time, I thought she was just comforting me. Years later, I understood. Grace moved to Port Harcourt with Richard. Through friends, I had stories about her new life. She had a beautiful house. She traveled. She drove expensive cars. Meanwhile, I focused on rebuilding myself. I worked hard, saved money, and eventually started my own small construction business. It was not a company that made headlines, but it gave me peace and allowed me to support my parents. For years, I had nothing from Grace. Then one day, news reached me that Richard's business had collapsed. The lifestyle that once looked permanent disappeared overnight. Later, I learned something Grace never knew when she left me. Richard had a family in Warri. He had a wife and children he had kept hidden from her. When the money disappeared, the attention disappeared too. The man who promised her a perfect life would no longer provide the life she had chosen. And eventually, Grace had nowhere else to go. That was how she ended up standing at my gate in Lagos, carrying a small bag. I could have turned her away. I could have reminded her of every promise she broke. But I remembered the person I wanted to be. I opened the door. I gave her water. I allowed her to rest. I listened as she cried and apologized. Then I told her the truth. Grace, I forgive you, but forgiveness does not mean we can return to where we stopped. What we had was built on love and trust, and those things cannot be repaired overnight. She looked down and nodded. She understood. I helped her find a small place to stay near her sister, and I connected her with someone who helped her get honest work. Not because I wanted her back, but because pain should not turn a person into someone cruel. Today, Grace is rebuilding her life slowly, and I am married to Patricia, a nurse from Jos, a woman who loves me for who I am, not for what I can become. Sometimes, life does not give people revenge. Sometimes, it simply reveals the truth. Grace once left me because she thought she was choosing a better future. But years later, she discovered that the person she walked away from was the one who truly valued her. And I discovered something too. A person who leaves you during your struggle may not deserve your return, but your kindness can show that their choice did not change who you are.